We don't spend a lot of time talking about trailers. Movie critics don't generally talk about trailers, but something interesting has come up here on the web. It's gone viral. When does Breaking Dawn come out, Matt?
Not soon enough for me.
Too soon. Next year.
Oh, so it's not even coming out soon?
No, Breaking Dawn.
November,
yeah, no, it's this
right?
November.
But there are two more, right? There's Breaking Dawn, and then they've
Breaking Dawn 2.
Right, Breaking Dawn 2.
Electric
Electric.
Boogaloo.
Thank you.
Broken. Breaking Dawn, Broken Dawn.
Okay, so obviously these movies mean a tremendous amount to not just kids, but to women into their okay.
I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
Right?
Like people go crazy for this shit. I don't understand why.
Well, there is a woman in England named Emma, Nutty Madam 3575. That's her YouTube handle.
Look her up.
Who watched the. She did an interesting thing. She put the camera on herself as she watched the trailer. So you don't see the trailer, you just see her. Now, Andrew Napier, our producer, has put a couple of clips in from the trailer so you can see what she's watching. But mainly, you'll see her watching the trailer, and
right.
And her reaction is unbelievable. She watches it 3 times. Here is her reaction as she sees the trailer, essentially live, for the first time.
Oh my god, I just have to watch it now. I've waited so long for this. Who the fucking massive boobs? Ah! Ah! Oh my god, it's a wedding in May! No! Don't get naked! No! Stop it! I really wanted to be cheerful in this video, but it's all gonna end. There's gonna be no more Edward and Bella. I don't know what to do.
I've seen it now 5 or 6 times. Watched her, and I'm moved every time. I'm outraged, and yet I ache for this woman in some way.
Really?
I do, because that's a really human emotion that she's having there.
To a trailer.
To a trailer. Look, it's nuts. I know. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But what is it about these movies that she's not a kid?
No, she's what, 20s it looks like?
It looks like she's in her 20s. Yeah. What is it about these movies? Why does this matter so much?
I don't know. I mean, it's the escape. I did a whole story about people who are on Team Edward versus Team Jacob, like grown-ass women with jobs and kids and lives who were so emotionally invested in this. It's a very traditionally romantic escape.
Right.
The love triangle of it all. And they're werewolves and shit.
Jacob.
I'm not on anyone's team.
She's on Jacob.
I'm on Team Me.
You have any? You're disgusted by this whole thing.
I kind of go with you. Like it's a safe escape for people who don't want to pay attention to whatever else is going on in the world. I could at least understand on a certain level the hysteria around something like the Beatles, right? That I can get behind.
Because they had talent.
Because they had talent. That was, and yeah, there's a whole tangent we could go off on about like, unresolved sexuality and whatever. I think there's a certain amount of that going on with Twilight. The thing that scares me is that as much as I'm kind of conflicted, like as much as I like the fact that people are reading and reading books, that's what they're reading, right? Like,
have you read any of the Twilight books?
I have,
Yeah.
and they're terrible.
Yeah, they're not
They're
good.
really, really badly written. Like, how many times can one character realize something in the course of one chapter? Like, from sentence to sentence. They're very poorly written.
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot of, Jack was angry. I'm angry, said Jack.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. All right, so she watches it the first time. We saw that reaction. Then she's like, I really wanted to be cheerful. So she pulls herself together and watches it again so that she can give a more sort of thoughtful analysis of the video.
I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm gonna try and be happy this time. It's a really good trailer. And she really has got massive boobs. Stop crying, Emma, you twat. Oh, in all fairness, he does look really hot. Edward Anthony Mason Cullen. Oh my god! And to be fair, he looks really nice in that suit, but I bet he looks even better out of it. Ooh, waterfall sex. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Who doesn't love waterfall sex?
Waterfall sex, and then she's with belly, and then what the fuck? So again, she's already seen it once. That was the second time, and she still had it.
There's so much nuance in the Twilight trailer.
Yeah. So now, so she's got it together, and then she watches it a third time, and now she'll give sort of a sober analysis of the trailer.
Again. One more time. Just the one. And then I'll watch it another 50 times after the video. Click, clock, click. Goodness me. This movie's gonna be good.
Hilarious. I mean, clearly this is somebody who has read the book.
Yeah.
So she knows that Bella's going
Right.
to have the mutant vampire baby. Why is she so freaked out? Like it's a big soap
I know
opera
that, but you know what? I didn't even think of that. She already knows what's going to happen, and yet she's having this visceral
Yeah,
reaction
that's what I
on
don't
third view.
get.
That's amazing.
If
That's
you watched
amazing.
the whole thing of
I
her
have,
watching
yes.
that, one of the things we don't show in our clip is when she says, "Well, of course you got knocked up. How'd you think that was going to happen?" Like,
Right, she gets it. Right.
So they're. I mean, it's not that this woman is stupid, right? Like
No,
she actually,
no, not at all.
She's self-aware.
She's aware, and she's aware. Like she can make what I think are good, pithy comments about what she's seeing.
I think that she senses what she said there in the beginning is that this is the beginning of the end. And
Good.
This
Very
this
sad.
mattered, and it was really emotional to her to see. And she's representative of clearly thousands, millions of women.
Millions.
They see that this is ending, and it's a visceral, difficult reaction for them. Great. Anyway, so that's good stuff. Breaking Dawn.
You twat.